Hello, my name's Andy. I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. Hi guys, apologies for my hair. It's looking a bit messy. It needs cutting. And my beard needs trimming down as well. I'll get all that done tomorrow. Hope you're all well. Nice day here in Derby. Feeling good. Run quite a lot last couple of weeks. Did 25 miles this week. Running, keeping myself trained for the Derby Half Marathon in June. I am going to be fancy dressed and I'm running for a local charity, Padley Centre in Derby. So I'm excited to do that. I'm trying to come back the fourth in a row now as the fastest fancy dress runner. I've got my fancy dress in mind and I've got it sorted, so it's looking going to be good, and hopefully I suppose raise a few eyebrows like I usually do. But yeah, I'm in good nick, mentally healthy as well. Just chilling out really. Been a busy couple of weeks with family and stuff, so I've done a lot with the family. Yesterday obviously I went to the football. My dad came down as well, so that was good. Went for a few drinks with my mates during the day Saturday before the game as well, so apologies for any stuff on Twitter. You might saw a few ales being drank and stuff. The Pimm's wasn't mine. But yeah, let's talk about gambling addiction again, obviously, and I want to talk about what's been your rock bottom. What was your light bulb moment? It's your rock bottom because there's some people who reach that rock bottom and then just don't go anywhere but down, and unfortunately, gambling addiction can make you suicidal, and I know people who have got to that stage and gone further and who are no longer with us, and it's important to raise that issue of like suicides and talking to somebody about it. How are you feeling? I think it's imperative. It's what I mean. I've got into a little tiny debate over the weekend about recovering out loud and talking about your addiction and stuff and all that lot. And you've probably noticed me sharing quite a few videos and blogs over Twitter and various other social media as well. Been a brave young lady called Katie Clark, who I've been talking to for quite a while, on and off. She's from down south, and I think she's probably one of the first ladies I've seen in the UK to vlog about how her life got turned upside down with gambling addiction and how she's overcome it and how she's fighting it. And she's done 4 or 5 good videos, so it'd be good to see a few of you subscribe to her and talk to her basically and see how she copes and stuff, because everybody's different at the end of the day, and I found it a fantastic achievement. There's also John O'Reilly as well, and there's Joel as well, who've done videos as well. Give them a subscribe, they're very good. Sean Byrne was about as well. I don't think he's done any for a bit as well, so that's no problem. Katie, how you doing, Darren? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's fantastic to see so many people starting to come out and talk and stuff and all that lot. Obviously I've been about a bit now, coming up to nearly 3 years doing these vlogs, and about just over a year now doing them live, and I still enjoy them. I still love doing them. I'll talk to a brick wall if I have to, as long as I get through to just as that one person who may be struggling, who may be thinking there's no hope, that they just want to kill themselves. And this addiction does absolutely get brutal with you, and you need to get that help. You need to get that help. Thank you, Katie, Godfather. If you know my other pseudonyms on some social media, then that might ring true, to be fair. But yeah, there's some people out there who are campaigning with like trying to bring suicides down with gambling, like Gamble with Lives. There's also amazing education there through Epic, through YGAM, Break Even, Bet No More. Some fantastic guys there so far. Cheers for teaching. No problem. Oh, I've got a Leeds fan, have a Mark. Yeah, Mark's blog as well. It's on my Twitter timeline somewhere. A very good piece, a very brave piece, and a very balanced piece regarding recovery and addiction. Well worth a read and well worth a share. So what I would say to everyone who's doing these kind of vlogs, blogs or whatever, share them, read them, and get involved with them and stuff and all that lot. It's an amazing thing. I love seeing as many people as possible talking and sharing. More the merrier for me. And you never see me. I'll never go into competition trying to fight one another with people and with ideas and stuff and all that lot. I don't do that. For me, it's amazing to see, and my heart melts to see others do it as well, and it's fantastic. Thank you for all your messages as well. It's brilliant. I mean, I've had some lovely messages and stuff, privately and publicly as well. Hi Wolfie, brilliant mate. I hope you enjoyed Wolves having a good season in the Premier League. I imagine you've enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, for those people who are struggling at the minute, who are probably watching this vlog or probably going to watch it later on or something like that, absorb as much as you can. Try and get as much help as you can. GA rooms, amazing places with people who will actually understand what you're going through because they've been there themselves. I remember going into that first meeting thinking, oh my god, don't need this and everything. I was drag kicking and screaming. I was bitter. I was a horrible person, and it took me a good few months to realise that I needed help, and I kept going back. And without GA, and my family, probably wouldn't be here today. I'd probably still be either dead or living on the streets. And this is what the addiction can do to you. It can absolutely pummel your life, take over your life, and affect that many others as well. Here's some brave people out there sharing stories, some brave people who are working with the industry and not with the industry, all in different ways and everything like that. I'm not a campaigner, I'm not anti-industry, but I'm never going to stop people who believe in the things that they do. I'm quite happy being questioned as well in what I believe. Some people might think I'm batshit crazy and wrong and stuff. That's fine by me. I'm absolutely happy with like debating and stuff and all like that, but I pick and choose what I want to do, pick and choose who I want to talk to and stuff and all like that. And I just try and, in my own recovery, I've got to make sure I look after myself. That's why I have half an hour each day to myself, put the phone down, stay away from everything, and just absolutely have me time, bit of handy time, be it in the bath, just having a lay down, read of a book, or just going for a run and stuff. Like today, I had a good 5-mile run today. Didn't take me half hour, took me a bit longer than that, but it's a bit about mindfulness. It makes me, what I'm thinking about, what debates I've got into and stuff, and it helps me fight little battles in my head. I think everybody has that to a certain extent, where they're making up stuff in their head, thinking, what are they going to say to me, what they're going to do to that, and things like that. And that's the way I am. Like I say, I talk to many people think they're at death's door and stuff and all like that, but all I can say to people who are really struggling and they've got nothing, you have got something to live for. There is family out there, there is help out there, there is friends out there who will bring you up from that rock bottom. Like I say, that moment when I got caught, my wife bringing everything out, that was when it really hit me. And then when we went to my mum and dad's, that is like a dagger through the heart. But in the same breath, I felt better that it all come out, and that was the first time I started living again. It took a while, don't get me wrong. I should be binned off by my family, friends, and my wife and kids. I lied for so long. Biggest thing you don't lose, the biggest thing you lose is not the money, it's the trust, it's the love in you. And because you've lied for so long, you've hid everything, and you're thinking, you start believing your own lies, and you think you're really good when you're not. You're not. You're just hiding an inevitable. I plead with anyone who's like in the midst of it now, look for that help. Don't be bitter. Don't let it destroy your life for years and years and years. If you have a slip, you go again. If you have another slip, you go again. I know people who have slipped, and between that January and April, for my last bet in 2007, I slipped loads of times. I was doing 1 or 2 weeks, yeah, I'm really good, then all of a sudden I just batter it again. You can get through that initial stage. It takes time, it's hard, it takes persistence. You've got to believe in yourself, because others will believe in you. Get that help. Can't do it all on your own, for me. I'm a bit funny, like telling people what to do and stuff and all like that, and maybe I shouldn't half the time, and I don't realise I'm doing it, and that's my fault sometimes. But learn off people who are in recovery, who have been there for a number of years. Even if people, I learn just as much of people who have been off for a couple of weeks and who've been off 2, 5, 10 years, whatever, as well. And it, like I say, it can happen to absolutely anybody. I don't really generalise, if you know what I mean, at all. Rich, poor, any ethnicity, anything like that, it can happen to absolutely anybody. Hi Mark, I've done 4, but they've helped me immensely going through. That's brilliant, Mark. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying there. That's the best thing you can do. Absorb everything. Loads of material out there, loads of stories out there of hope and help. And there is sad stories, there is some awful stories of suicide and stuff, but the people who have come through that after, the families and stuff, read their kind of stories. I mean, on Tuesday I'm going to go to the Leeds clinic, gambling clinic, see what it's all about. I've been meeting some fantastic people there. Looking forward to meeting Anne and Keith Evans, who unfortunately lost their son to gambling addiction, and they are a strength of hope. That what they do is amazing, sharing the story and trying to reduce gambling harms, and it's fantastic to see them guys, if you know what I mean. Hi Chunky. Thank you, that's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Trust can be rebuilt, Katie. Exactly. It can be rebuilt over time, and as long as you're honest, as long as you're truthful, as long as you accept that help, it can get there. Even if you're being honest, yeah, I've had a slip. Just be honest with people. It's hard. It is hard to break that initial stage. Obviously, I got caught out, but I totally relate to people who find it so difficult to talk to their loved ones because they've lied to them for so long. But I can't guarantee reactions, but I would say, for me, I felt a lot better after, so to speak. But sometimes I want her to do it on the quiet and then just see how strongly I'm feeling for herself. Quite right, Wolfie, quite right. So yeah, I just don't want to see anyone kill themselves through it and stuff and all that. Like, there's some inspirational stories out there who people have been on the train track, people have been on a bridge, people who've had pills in front of them and stuff and all that lot. But they've took that step of getting help, of messaging someone, of talking to someone on the phone. Grab that help, talk to anybody. What I would say as well, if you're going through it on social media and stuff and all that lot, try and talk to as many people through social media as you can. Get yourself in WhatsApp groups or in Twitter groups or Facebook groups or something like that lot. Can be anonymous as well. Listen to as many people who are with or who have got gambling addiction, who are trying to fight it. It is amazing. It's amazing tools out there, social media. A lot of people like slag it off and stuff and all that, but I think it's a brilliant tool if used correctly. And why do my vlogs? I think this way for me is the best way to connect to others as well and stuff and all that lot. Don't get me wrong, it would have been just a one-off video of my story really. It's all a happy accident carrying on doing these, but I really enjoy doing these, and hopefully I'll carry on doing them forever as much as I can. And I'll probably do some pre-records, but I love doing this live element. Even if there's like 1 or 2 people there, I've got 1 or 2 people to talk to and stuff like that, and people are listening as well. And it's fantastic to relate to them and fantastic to talk to others. And just, if you're not at a GA meeting, this kind of thing for half an hour might pick you up and stuff and all like that. Don't get me wrong, I've had some shitty days coming into vlogs, and then I've had, 5, 6 people there to talk to, and it's been fantastic to just relate and just chill out again. And remember, I'm Andy, I'm a compulsive gambler, and I go again. You have your good days, you have your not so good days, especially at the start. First few months, you feel like on cloud 9, and you think, whoosh, yes, everything's out there, it's brilliant and stuff. Then it kind of plateaus a bit, and you think, you start getting edgy, getting nervy, and you start targeting yourself, and you start asking questions of yourself, and start beating yourself up about it. What I would say is, it gets better. I beat myself up terribly. I was absolutely horrific with myself, and I wanted to absolutely what if I did this? What if I did that? What if I didn't do that? What I was like a horrible person, and I must have been murder to live with. I was bouncing off the walls and stuff and all that. Like, I wanted people to understand who didn't understand, like say my family and stuff and all that. Like, and trying so hard to look and being honest and stuff and all that. Try and do more things around the house and stuff and all that. Like, but I wanted praise for it. I was trying to be selfish. I always still remember one compulsive gambler. Brilliant story. I know he's years and years in recovery now, and never did anything around the house ever and stuff and all that. Like, he was about 3 or 4 months clean into his recovery. His missus come back, and what he done? He goes, right, I'm going to do Hoover the whole house. He had the day to himself, and thought, yeah, I've done a really good job here. So his missus come back. I think she'd been to the shops or something, put the shopping down and stuff and all that. Like, proceeded to make herself a cup of tea. He's there, like, thinking, yeah, wanting a bit of praise, wanting to notice and stuff what he's done. She sits down, has this cup of tea, and he can't like do no more. He can't, and he's like, "You gonna say something?" She goes, "What?" "I've done all the hoovering for you today. What do you think?" And all that. Like, he goes, "He's been doing it for the last 10, 15 years." He was like, "Oh, penny click kind of thing," and he was like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough," and all that lot. And you still have those little behavioural things, like that little bit of selfishness about you, that little bit of like you want to puff your chest out and stuff and all that lot, especially in the early stages of recovery and things like that. Well, it's hard. It is hard, don't get me wrong. As you all know, I was bouncing off the walls, wanting to gamble in that first year off and stuff. But you know what? I got through it. I believed in myself. Got my family believing in me and stuff and all that lot. GA was amazing. As you say, Darren, yeah, I still struggle with it from time to time as well. I mean, as you say, I mean, Twonky put up a message saying best YouTuber by a mile. I'm like, I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I cringe a bit, if you know what I mean, and stuff. And I do with my GA, I do with my gambling addiction as well, and my recovery and stuff and all that. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I need to pat myself on the back, and I have shared 1 or 2 bits on Twitter where there've been very nice comments to me, and how people have kind of looked up to my recovery and found it inspiring, and it's a hard kind of thing. Thank you, Chonky, I really appreciate it. Like I say, might not show it as much, but like I say, we do find it hard to pat ourselves on the back, and it is the nature of like being an addict. I think anything, gambling, alcohol, drugs, and you feel a bit ill at ease and embarrassed sometimes and things like that. I think that probably brings like stigma of any addiction as well, really. And so yeah, you just got to keep that fight going and keep talking to people. Just keep relating to people. Drop your social media tags into everyone, anywhere. Just if that one person's struggling and stuff, give that little person a bit of hope. That's what I've been trying to do recently, like I say. And with, like I say, sharing all those stories this week and the previous week of people's videos and vlogs and blogs and stuff as well. Because it's not just me. There's thousands of us out there who are, like I say, the figures are 400,000 who are problem gamblers and many more at risk as well, up to probably 2 million. You think how many people are looking for help and stuff and all that, like, it's a fraction of it, absolute fraction. You talk for GA, roughly 5,000-6,000 going through GA, through Golden Moody, not many, it's in the hundreds, through other places as well. There's places and stuff like that. Hi Joel, I just mentioned Golden Moody. Joel, doing fab, mate. Nice to thank you for your donation as well. I really appreciated that. This is my big regret. What could have been? Yeah, as you say, I dwelt on the past for a long time, but I've moved on now. I've still got debt. I've still got that hanging over me, but I can manage it. I've got a job. I've got a nice house. I've got 3 wonderful children and my wife. I've got a car that runs. I can afford to go on holiday every year now, and for me, it's like accepting that responsibility of my recovery, taking it on head on, and that's where I am today. I'm over 12 years clean, and I'd have laughed my head off if someone told me that at the start, if you know what I mean. As you say, Mark, it is different reactions to different people. It's amazing you got that reaction. That's great. And oh yeah, I got the angry reaction. I got the kicks out reaction, but I fought back. If you know what I mean. I appreciate not everyone's stories. Everyone's stories are different. Everyone's got different family issues and stuff and all like that as well. And it is difficult for people to come out. And I totally get that. I totally get, because I had that on my chest, wanting to burst, wanting to tell somebody and stuff and all that, but I wasn't brave enough to do so. And I'm not saying you're not being brave or anything at all, guys, not at all. It was just for my own personal thing. I should have been braver, but people are different. People react in many different ways. I totally get it. It can cause carnage. It can cause people to split up. It can cause suicides, this addiction. And I'll keep banging the drum with recovery and talking about gambling addiction until the day I die, or I'm absolutely on my last breath or whatever and stuff and all that lot, really. But I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy you listening. I enjoy you giving me advice just as much as well. Enjoy like the debates and stuff, as long as it's friendly and as long as it is, that's good for me as well. I know I'm rambling on a bit today and stuff and all like that, but I can talk, if you know what I mean. I don't like getting involved in spats and stuff, and that's just not with just like the gambling addiction stuff, but with absolutely anything. I tend to actually breathe and think of the second thing that comes to my head. I respect people's opinions now on anything, politics or whatever and all that lot now. Even if I think they're probably wrong, I'll give them credit for, as long as it's like I've taught myself how to be a better person, how to react differently and stuff and all that lot. Don't get me wrong, old Andy still comes and rears his head and gives people a bit of stick and stuff and all that lot. And yeah, I can be quite, I have been quite argumentative in the past, and those behaviours still probably sit with you sometimes and things like that. But I've got a lot better as a person, and I know I have, respecting other people as well, so to speak. I like to think so anyway. If you don't think I do, fair enough. Tell me. I'm more than happy to listen and stuff and all that lot. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I get that. I totally get that. If you don't like me, that's fair enough. I used to be really bothered about people if they like me or not and stuff and all that lot. But it is what it is. It's in human nature, and that's not just with the addiction stuff. With absolutely anything at all. I can be quite rowdy with my football talk and stuff and all that lot. I've had people like say, why don't you just have a separate social media account just for gambling addiction and stuff? But I want to show people my normal life through my addiction stuff and all that lot. So I share tweets about football, share tweets about my family and stuff and all that. Share tweets where I'm having a good drink and a good dance. I think a lot of people see me dance and stuff and all that, like doing daft things. I like to show that I'm partying and having daft haircuts and getting my beard trimmed and stuff and all that lot. Yeah, I'm vain. Who cares? But that's the way I am. I want to show like addiction can happen to absolutely anybody, be it someone who's on the streets to anyone who's who's got multi-millions in their bank account as well. Addiction can attack anybody. It can absolutely make someone absolutely awful, and that's why I don't stereotype, because addiction does not stereotype. It can be happen to absolutely anybody. Thank you to everyone who got on the Periscope on Thursday, which I shared. I basically did my story and quite a lot of responses. I wanted to share to people who on my Twitter page, especially, who actually got no issues with gambling or anything at all, really. Just wanted to show like people who maybe are curious and stuff and all that lot. So I had about 250 viewers in total over that. 250 viewers in total. Had about 140, 150 over the course of the live extension of it and stuff and all like that. I am going to be trialling other bits as well. I'm going to go probably try and do a bit on Twitch as well. So I'm just like experimenting over the next few weeks, month or so, and things as well. If you've got any ideas how to improve this vlog, please do, because I do struggle from time to time to keep talking and barely getting, like I say, don't get a lot of chat back and stuff and all that lot. I don't get paid for any of this whatsoever. I don't charge anyone for people who message me for help and things and all that lot, or advice and stuff. it is through all my own time. I enjoy doing it. I just enjoy doing it. Like I say, it's around my spare time what I do and stuff, and I'm always here for anybody. If anyone wants to chat to me privately, BaronMad79 on Twitter, message me privately, message me publicly. You can do anything you want. That's fine by me. I am going to cut it short in the next minute or two, so thank you for everyone who has got involved today on the chat, who's talked to me and stuff and like that. Oh, that's amazing, Chunky, thank you. Yeah, I come out with some alright quotes and not so alright quotes as well. Like I say, all these YouTube videos are all off the top of my head. I don't go in really planning at all or anything at all really. Should I be scripted? Maybe once or twice I could do with a bit of help and stuff and all like that. I'd love to have somebody else on with me. Obviously I've had my kids on with me, I've had my dad on with me, I've had Becky on with me, which was quite a powerful one, if you know what I mean. I would probably like someone who's probably not addicted, or someone who is addicted as well. I just want to like open it up a bit more as well on how their recovery is, because everyone's recovery is different, so to speak. It is a great kind of thing. I think this is a great tool. Yeah, I am bigging myself up. I get what you're saying, Chunky. Yeah, I tell you what I mean. Hi, Mark. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. All good. Thank you for messaging. I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's really, like I say, I'd love to have somebody else on with me. Someone I may know, which would be good. I am Derby based, but I will be willing to travel and stuff and things like that, and might be able to bounce off each other as well and things like that. I am coming up to nearly 3 years doing the vlogs, which I never thought I'd do and stuff. It's just an amazing kind of thing. But like I say, it's all one happy accident, and I will be here until the cows come home. Right, I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for tuning in today.